Miniature gardening has been around for hundreds of years. It's just recently gained popularity in the United States. Probably I'd say the last 3 or 4 years. It's really caught on as a pastime hobby for lots of people. It's popular for lots of reasons. It's basically a miniature landscape, so I think it's a lot easier for someone to maintain than, like, say, a huge big garden, but yet they get the features of having an entire garden. Most of miniature gardening is done in containers, and I like to use containers that are low. Generally they look better in, like low bowls. But there are people that do the miniature gardening in the actual landscape, and they'll use dwarf conifers and things that will actually stay outside in the wintertime, and then they'll bring back their nice little garden furniture and stuff in the springtime after the snow's gone. But miniature gardening is actually a form of bonsai, because if you don't do pruning and stuff on your little trees and your shrubs and things like that, they'll become way overgrown. They'll outgrow the space that you have for it. So actually a lot of the trees that you use for tropical bonsai are used in miniature gardening. The containers can go in just about any type of lighting. It depends on the type of plants you choose for the lighting. We use succulents like this here for ones, but then they need to be in the wintertime in like a south or a west window, sitting right in the window. But we also have begonias that do well in the miniature gardens, and those work well in, like, say, an east window. Some of my favorite plants to use as trees in miniature gardens is the ficus tulip. It works great for bonsai and being pruned on. Another one for shade, I like the partita begonia. It develops a really big trunk over time as you prune on it. The trunk keeps getting larger. I like to use succulents like the jade plant, works good as a tree. I also like to use some things that flower. One of my favorites would be like a goldfish plant, because it blooms almost continuously. And also we have a little creeping ground cover that has tiny purple flowers called angel tears, and it also is wonderful for miniature gardening.